John Piper said, "My feelings are not God, God is God." My brothers, our feelings are not the final authority in our lives because ultimately, God is God. Feelings can be powerful, but they are not the ultimate measure of truth. They can change, fade, or even deceive us. And it is important to remember that feelings are not facts. They are responses, echoes, and impressions based on what we perceive with our minds and our senses. When we see something happen, our minds interpret it, and then our feelings respond to that interpretation. But those feelings can sometimes be out of sync with what is real or true. For example, if we are rejected by someone, we might feel unworthy or unloved. Yet that feeling doesn't necessarily reflect reality. The person's rejection might be about them, not about us. Our feelings will try to tell us that we are not enough, but the truth may be different. Many times our feelings clash with what is real or what God says. We experience this daily. It's a constant struggle. Feelings are quick to react and often carry strong emotions. But we have to remind ourselves that our feelings are not the final word. We cannot base our lives on how we feel because feelings are fickle. They are like weather, changing from moment to moment. And sometimes they lead us away from what is true and right. That's why we must try not to justify our feelings if they contradict God's word. Instead, we must face them honestly. We must refuse to bend the truth to fit our feelings. When our feelings are out of sync with reality, turn to God in prayer. Ask Him to help us see clearly. Plead with Him to purify our perceptions and remove any false thoughts or biases we have. We want Him to strip away any feelings rooted in misunderstanding or wrong belief. Ask Him to help us understand His word and see the truth as it really is. More than that, we want our feelings to become aligned with the truth. We want our emotions to reflect what God says is true about us and about the world. Ask Him to renew our mind and transform our heart so that our feelings serve to support the truth, not distort it. Proverbs 3:5-6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. On your own intelligence, do not rely. In all your ways, be mindful of Him, and He will make straight your path. My brothers, this process isn't easy. It's a daily effort, and sometimes a minute-by-minute struggle. But know that true peace and stability come from holding on to God's word. It's the foundation that keeps us anchored when feelings threaten to pull us away. Our feelings are real, but they're not reliable. They are just responses to what we perceive. Yet God's truth stands firm, unchanging, and solid. When we look to Him and His word, we find a secure anchor. Choose to trust in what God declares, not in how we feel at any given moment. Believe that as we seek Him continually, He will restore our perceptions and make our feelings more in line with His truth. That way, our lives can reflect what is genuine, steady, and eternal. Be the family warrior that God has called you to be. I'm Robin Miller. Thank you for listening. If you enjoy our content, please like, subscribe, and share. God bless.